Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're anyone like me, you love sleeping and don't naturally tend to wake up with the sun. But you're also ambitious and want to have that perfect productive morning routine. You fantasize having a morning routine in which you do all the things that you want to do first thing in the morning, and you want to go for a run, you want to meditate, you want to exercise, but you can't seem to be getting it right. I know this feeling very well. I'm very familiar with this feeling that we get in the evenings, that we get a huge rush of motivation in the evening and we set out very ambitious goals for the morning that, okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up at 5:30 in the morning and then I'll write for 1 hour and then I'll go for a run, then I'll meditate for 20 minutes and then I'll cook myself a healthy breakfast. But when the next morning that alarm goes off and we start questioning our whole life, like why? Why did I even want to wake up this early? What am I even gonna do? It's so cozy and warm inside my bed, and I become a cheetah in that moment and I sprint out of my bed, turn off my alarm and go back to bed. We all become mathematicians in those moments. Like we calculate, okay, if I skip that activity and if I crunch this time and then if I if I just do this, do that, I can sleep for 15-20 minutes more. And then I put my alarm for next 15-20 minutes later. We go through this process all over again when that alarm goes off 15-20 minutes later until it's finally time for work and we can't possibly delay any further. So what happens in all of this is that we let down ourselves every single morning since we fail to keep that promise that we made ourselves last night. And over time, we lose faith in our ability to wake up early. This soon turns into negative self-talk, self-criticism, and the whole topic of morning routine makes us feel terrible about ourselves. So is there any way out? Well, hell yeah. My number one tip is that feeling is the key. Why do we even want to wake up early and have a morning routine? It's because we know it's good for us and we want to start our day on our own terms. We want to feel in charge of our days and feel those happy feelings that we would get while doing those things that we planned out, like meditating, going for a run, or reading, or just those things that we wanted to do first thing in the morning. So it's actually the feeling that we get while doing those tasks or after we have finished those tasks is what we are actually looking for. So the tip that has worked for me is deliberately focusing on the feeling the night before. You must have heard before that the trick to doing hard thing is knowing your why. But even if I knew my why and wrote those things down, like, okay, morning routine will help me start my day with a win and I'll have more time and I can do things without any obligation first thing in the morning and have my peaceful, alone, me time. But that never really helped me when my alarm was going off and I actually had to get out of my bed. Like it was time to get things started. It never really helped me then. So the thing that has worked for me is when I'm lying on my bed the night before, I deliberately think about those feelings that I would experience when I am going through my ideal morning routine. I deliberately close my eyes and make myself experience those positive feelings and think about the emotion behind that activity that I want to do the next morning. How it makes me feel, how I will enjoy it, and not just imagine, not just visualize the activity, but really tapping into the feeling behind it. So what happens after this is that the next morning when my alarm goes off, the first thing that comes to my mind is those feelings. And that gives me enough motivation to get out of my bed and get my morning routine started. Since that was the last thing my mind thought about before going to sleep, my subconscious mind chew on it the whole night. And as soon as I wake up, I remember those feelings. And that creates a craving sensation in my brain which releases dopamine. Since research suggests that dopamine is released not only when we experience the reward, but also when we anticipate the reward. So we experience dopamine release twice. So for all of you who don't know what dopamine is, Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that is released and is associated with the feeling of pleasure in our brain. So the feeling that we would remember first thing in the morning will initiate the dopamine reward cycle, and this will get us moving. This is something that has worked for me every time I try to apply it, and it has helped me get through those difficult, tough morning moments when I have to get out of my bed and do my morning routine. Do give this technique a go and tell me in the comment section below whether this worked for you or not. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you are interested in the content I create, then please hit the subscribe button and stick around. Until next video, bye bye.